Hey everybody, welcome to today's reading of our Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. We are picking up on page 48 today. Rowdy sings the blues. So the day after I decided to transfer to Reardon and after my parents agreed to make it happen, I walked over to the tribal school and found Rowdy sitting in his usual place on the playground. He was alone, of course. Everybody was scared of him. I thought you were on suspension. Bleep wad, he said, which was Rowdy's way of saying, I'm happy you're here. Kiss my bleep, I said. I wanted to tell him that he was my best friend and I loved him like crazy. But boys didn't say such things to other boys, and nobody said such things to Rowdy. Can I tell you a secret? I asked. It better not be girly, he said. It's not. Okay, then tell me. I'm transferring in Reardon. Rowdy's eyes narrowed. His eyes always narrowed right before he beat the crap out of someone. I started shaking. That's not funny, he said. It's not supposed to be funny, I said. I'm transferring to Reardon. I want you to come with me. And when are you going on this imaginary journey? It's not imaginary, it's real. I'm transferring now. I start school tomorrow at Reardon. You better quit saying that, he said. You're getting me mad. I didn't want to get him mad. When Rowdy got mad, it always took him days to get unmad. But he was my best friend and I wanted him to know the truth. I'm not trying to get you mad, I said. I'm trying to tell the truth. I'm leaving the res, man, and I want you to come with me. Come on, it will be an adventure. I don't even drive through that town, he said. What makes you think I want to go to school there? He got up, stared me hard in the eyes, then spit on the floor. Last year, during 8th grade, we traveled to Reardon to play them in flag football. Rowdy was our star quarterback and kicker and middle linebacker, and I was the loser water boy, and we lost to Reardon by the score of 45-0. Of course, losing isn't exactly fun. Nobody wants to be a loser. We all got really mad and vowed to kick their bleeps the next game. But 2 weeks after that, Reardon came to the res and beat us 50-10. During basketball season, Reardon beat us 72-45 and 86-50, our only two losses of the season. Rowdy scored 24 points in the first game and 40 in the second game. I scored 9 points in each game, going 3 for 10 on three-pointers in the first game and 3 for 15 in the second. Those were my two worst games of the season. During basketball season, Rowdy hit 3 home runs in the first game against Reardon and 2 home runs in the second, but we still lost by scores of 17-3 and 12-2. I played in both losses and struck out 7 times and was hit by a pitch once. Sad thing is, getting hit like that was my only hit of the season. After baseball season, I led the Well-Pinnett Junior High Academic Bowl team against Reardon Junior High, and we lost by a grand total of 50-1. Yep, we answered one question correctly. I was the only kid, white or Indian, who knew that Charles Dickens wrote A Tale of Two Cities. And let me tell you, we Indians were the worst of times and those Reardon kids were the best of times. Those kids were magnificent. They knew everything. They were beautiful. They were beautiful and smart. They were beautiful and smart and epic. They were filled with hope. I don't know if hope is white, but I do know that hope, for me, is like some mythical creature. Man, I was scared of those Reardon kids, and maybe I was scared of hope too, but Rowdy absolutely hated all of it. Rowdy, I said, I'm going to Reardon tomorrow. For the first time, he saw that I was serious, but he didn't want me to be serious. You'll never do it, he said. You're too scared. I'm going, I said. No way, you're a wuss. I'm doing it. You're a bleep. I'm going to Reardon tomorrow. You're really serious? Rowdy, I said. I'm as serious as a tumor. He coughed and turned away from me. I touched his shoulder. Why did I touch his shoulder? I don't know. I was stupid. Rowdy spun around and shoved me. Don't touch me, you retarded bleep, he yelled. My heart broke into 14 pieces, one for each year that Rowdy and I had been best friends. I started crying. That wasn't surprising at all, but Rowdy started crying too, and he hated that. He wiped his eyes, stared at his wet hand, and screamed. I'm sure that everybody on the res heard that scream. It was the worst thing I'd ever heard. It was pain, pure pain. Rowdy, I'm sorry, I said. I'm sorry. He kept screaming. You can still come with me, I said. You're still my best friend. Rowdy stopped screaming with his mouth, but he kept screaming with his eyes. You always thought you were better than me, he yelled. No, I don't think I'm better than anybody. I think I'm worse than everybody else. Why are you leaving? I have to go. I'm going to die if I don't leave. I touched his shoulder again and Rowdy flinched. Yes, I touched him again. What kind of idiot was I? I was the kind of idiot that got punched hard in the face by his best friend. Bang, Rowdy punched me. Bang, I hit the ground. Bang, my nose bled like a firework. I stayed on the ground for a long time after Rowdy walked away. I stupidly hoped that time would stand still if I stayed still. But I had to stand eventually, and when I did, I knew that my best friend had become my worst enemy.